I think I'm one of those people who shares a relationship around sports with my
Hmm.
dad. That's what we text about as I'm learning and growing in the sports space. If I ever have a question, I'm probably texting my dad because he is just such a huge sports fan. And I think that's a big reason I ended up working in sports because I was around somebody who really loved it. And I kind of absorbed a lot of that just being around him. And it definitely is a unique connection that him and I share. And I think if Taylor Swift is getting more women, more young girls involved in loving sports, and especially that dad connection, that is a really good thing.
Yeah, like when I think back to my childhood, I think back to, I mean, there are so many things I can point to, but when I think back to sports, it started with my dad. It started by going to Flyers hockey games with him at such a young age, just the two of us. My dad coached my softball team when I was in grade school. And so having those memories and having that bond, even now as an adult, I golf primarily with my dad. And so I love that sports connection. And those are some of my favorite memories from my childhood that then carried over. And for both of us, we were fortunate enough to have them carry over into our careers. And
Hmm.
we've been able to do some pretty cool things.
Yes. And if you think about the things that are clamoring for young people's attention, especially those teenage years, those preteen years, getting interested in the game of football is a really positive one. I would much rather that as a parent as opposed to the TikToks and all the other things that can take away from some of the things that are really great. And we know getting involved in sports always talked about as something that can really help young people grow and develop.
And what I love about sports too is it has the ability to really connect people, even just outside of this dad daughter relationship that we've been talking about now. It has the power to bond people, it has the power to bond cities, it creates this fun rivalry. I mean, sports has the ability to unite, I think, unlike a lot of things out there.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times after big events, like if you think about 9/11 and some of the sporting events that happened after that, some of those sporting events, especially in New York, there is a powerful unifying sport, quality, I should say, to sports that I think is really great and really great for our country as a whole.